Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. I've straightened my hair for a change, which never happens, and I thought, do you know what? This is probably going to be the only chance I'm going to get to wear this lipstick, so why not stick a wacky lipstick on while I'm filming a video. This is one of the 17 Mega Matte lipsticks. I've just written a huge list of videos that I want to do for you guys, but today I'm going to be doing a updated what's in my makeup bag for 2017, or for like summer of 2017 if you like, because I can't remember the last time I did one of these. It was quite a while ago I think, and yeah, I thought it would be nice to show you what's in my everyday makeup bag. Obviously you know that I've got my makeup drawers. I will still be doing the videos where I finish off going through the rest of those drawers, but today I thought I would film what's inside my makeup bag. So I've got this gorgeous Ted Baker Carry makeup bag. Shannon got me it for my sister got me it for my birthday. I think you can get these in Boots, and it's really lovely, and like I say, it's got like a handle, so it's really easy to carry, and it's got the gorgeous floral print on it. And then you open it up. It does need cleaning a little bit, and inside it's great. It's got these two different compartments which are zipped also, so it's really secure. I don't really know where to start. I think I might go through sort of my brushes and tools to start with. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So let's have a little look. I'm just going to pull them all out so it's a little bit easier to go through everything, and obviously explain to you what I use each of these tools for. Oh. Right, so brushes. I do keep quite a few in my makeup bag, as well as having my brush pots on top of my makeup drawers. So I've got a couple of these like sort of, they look like lips, they do need washing. They're like little beauty blender sponges. I actually use these for pressed powder, and I use them to press them in under my eyes. I find the shape of them a lot better than a beauty blender or your other egg-shaped products, and with it being a little bit flatter, it's easier to press the powder in. So this is what I tend to use for my pressed powder to obviously set my makeup. I got these from Wilkinson's for about 50p for the two, when they were selling them off at Christmas. They were like part of one of their Christmas gift sets. I also carry a pair of these really wacky multicoloured 17 eyelash curlers. I got these in the 17 what was it called, Astro Eyes makeup gift set that they did at Christmas for Boots, and I tend to try to curl my eyelashes with this on a daily basis when I'm doing my makeup. What else have I got in here? I've got a fair few eye brushes, so I'll go through these. How many have I got? I've got, whoops a daisy, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I've got 6 eye brushes that I carry in my bag. The first one is this Technique. I'm not sure what number brush this is, but this is great, and this is what I actually use for my underbrow highlight. So that brush is a really good one, and they do some really lovely brushes. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. They do some really great brushes, but this is just fits perfect under my eyebrow for my highlight. Then I've got a eyeshadow, is it a domed eyeshadow brush from Real Techniques. I've had this for absolutely donkeys, and I just use this for blending out. Normally I use it for my base shadow. Then I've got, if I'm not using that Real Techniques brush, I'm using the Real Techniques Bold Metals 203 brush. The shape of this brush is perfect for blending. I absolutely love it. Again, I tend to use it for like a base colour. Depends on what sort of thing I'm putting on my eyes. I've got a eye shading brush, which is from Look Good Feel Better. Again, I just tend to, because I tend to carry a few different blending brushes, because obviously then I'm not having to wash them off all the time when they're in my makeup bag. So if I want to use a dark brown and I want to use a gold, they're not going to get like wishy, like, you know, like mixed up in like different colours, because I've got 2 different brushes in my bag. So that's why I tend to carry quite a few around. Then I've got the Urban Decay Full Spectrum brush. I tend to use this side for under my eye, so if I want to do like a smoky eye look, and again just this end to blend out. And then this brush I absolutely love. It's the Multitask Eye Brush by Real Techniques, and I actually use this to blend my glitter shadows out on my Urban Decay Moon Dust shadows, which I swear by and tend to use new every single day, the 2 shades that I do have. So this brush is great, really love that. Then I've got a Real Techniques Multitask Cheek Brush, and I actually use this for my highlight. It looks like this. It just tapers in perfectly across the cheek, perfect for doing your highlight. I prefer it to, I've got a bit, that's it, out of focus. I do prefer it to your fan brushes. What else have I got in here? I've got a Makeup Revolution, I don't know what you would call these, you know, like the, what are they actually called? Whatever these are called, like the oval brushes. I use this, I used to use it for foundation, but now I don't actually use a brush for foundation because the foundation I use already has a sponge pad in it, which I find applies it best. So I tend to use this actually because it's really good for blending out your concealer. So I use this one for blending out concealer, or the slightly smaller one, but I'm using that one at the moment. I've got the Look Good Feel Better powder or blush brush. I actually personally use this to dust off my bake once I've finished doing my baking on my face, not in the kitchen. So I tend to use that one. Then I've got the Blank Canvas Cosmetics F31 brush. It's this gorgeous sort of rose gold colour, and this is my contour brush, which I use to contour my cheeks, contour down my nose, and contour the top of my temple, obviously the top of my head. Really loving this one. This is a great brush. I'm not sure how much these cost, but Blank Canvas, like, they've really changed the game for me when it comes to makeup brushes. I feel like I'm not in focus, so I really do recommend you try and check these ones out. Last brush that I carry around with me, this is actually so old, it's got no writing on it, but I do know it's a Real Techniques blush brush, and I just use it for my blusher, but they last forever. You spend a lot of money on your makeup brushes, but if you do spend a lot of money on your brushes, they will reward you, and they do last a long time, so it is worth investing in some slightly more expensive brushes. So that's that. And then I've got a few bits that I use for the base of my face. Obviously, you do tend to find that these things do change sometimes. If I find that I want to use a different primer, like I haven't got this primer on today, then I might swap one out. It depends on how I'm feeling about my makeup. So the primer that I'm using at the moment, that's in my makeup bag, is this Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. It's a bit like the similar consistency to the Benefit Professional, but it's a clear formula. I really love this. This literally does create the perfect canvas for your makeup. This was in my favourites video. I just think this is absolutely great, and I will be buying the full size version of it once this is finished, because I got this in like a little Christmas gift set. But this is just perfect for me, and it's oil free, so if you have oily skin, then this is probably going to be perfect for you. Then I've got, you can tell how well used this is, the Last Imperfection concealer from Collection, which everyone uses in light to medium. Swear by this stuff, absolutely love it. Since I've first started using it, like, I feel like this is not focusing on me very much today, but really love this stuff. It's absolutely amazing, and I recommend you give this a try. The foundation of the moment, which is in my makeup bag, has to be the Lancome Cushion Foundation. I'm not going to pronounce the French version of what it's actually called because I can't pronounce it, but basically you open it up, and I do actually need a refill for this. You can buy this as a full compact, then once you've bought the full compact you just buy the refills for it. I got sent it originally by Lancome, and I've never ever spent this much money on a foundation in my life, but I have gone out and since repurchased the foundation because I just find it applies flawlessly. Don't actually have it on today. I didn't really want to apply, this costs a lot of money, and I didn't really want to apply it today, so I fancied a change, so I've just got a Rimmel one on today, but actually I'm quite impressed with how the Rimmel one's applied. So basically you open it up, and it's just got your cushion in here, and you use your little puff pad, if you like, to apply it, and it does apply it perfectly, so I tend to stick to using that to apply it. What else have I got in here? I've got the This is amazing. The 17 Miracle Matte Loose Powder, which is what I use for my baking. I'll just show you this on the camera. This is about £5. It's lasted me ages. I've had this months. And it just helps to set powder, and I basically bake under my eye, bake my chin, a bit on my nose and on the top of my head, and it's amazing. I just really love it. It's one of the first loose powders that I've ever used, but I will definitely be going back to it once it runs out because I just find it amazing and it really works for my skin. I'm just going to stick all these brushes back in here, tidy up as we go along. There we go. Right, what else have I got in here? I've got the Fab contour kit. This is £20 and it's by Fab Cosmetics. You open it up and you've got a mirror here, and the mirror basically tells you where the different colour powders need to go on your face. I tend to use this one, so after I've baked and I'm going to do my contour, I'll just do under my eyes, again a little bit on my chin, a little bit down my nose, and then I use this one to contour. I don't tend to use this one, but this is the perfect colour for the cheek contour and for down the sides of your nose and the top of your head. Really love this. It's £20. It's the first contour kit that I've really properly used, and I do swear by it, and I would definitely repurchase it once it runs out because I really like it. Then I've got a couple of highlighters, and then I've got a couple of highlighters and a blush. I've got two highlighters which I swear by. I've got the MUA Undress Your Skin shimmer highlighter in iridescent gold, which is beautiful and which is what I'm actually wearing today. It's amazing. Look at that. I've just probably broke my contour kit there. And then I've got the MUA Undress Your Skin pink shimmer highlight, which again, this is just stunning. So that's this one. So if you want a bit more of a cool tone, go for this one, and if you want more of a like gold, if you've got like a bronzy skin tone, go for the gold one because it's amazing. Absolutely love those, and they're only £3 each, which is fantastic. I'm just going to pick that contour kit up and pray to God that it hasn't smashed. It hasn't. Great. Right, then I've got a blusher. This is just the Makeup Revolution Hot Blusher. These are £1. They're really good value for money. And to be quite honest, I only use the tiniest bit of blush now underneath my contour and my highlight. So for me, I don't need to spend a fortune on a blush. That's why I swear by those ones. I've actually just found a couple of random tools in here that I didn't realise I had in here. I've got a pair of the 17 tweezers, which I got again in the Astro Eye kit, which are amazing. I've also got this angled brush from Makeup Revolution, which is the E104 brush. This is fantastic for brows. This is what I swear by, the only thing I use to do my brows. Love that. Moving on to eye makeup and brows. The thing that I do currently use for my brows is the HD Pro Brow Kit from Makeup Revolution. And I do sometimes use the powders, but at the moment I'm swearing by this more of a matte shade one to carve out my brows. I have had the HD brows done on them, so I'm finding that I want to shape them a little bit more, so I find this shade's perfect for me. I got this in their 25 Days of Christmas, like Christmas gift set thing, but I think you can still buy these separately, so I really recommend checking out some of their brow stuff. I've got 3 mascaras in here because I tend to go and swap between different mascaras. I've got this one which I do really like, and I would recommend to buy again. I would purchase it again. It's Maybelline the 1x1 Volume Express Mascara. It's got this really big like rounded wand, really like that, and I find that it really helps with my lashes, and I've got this on today and I just think it really opens my eyes up. Then I've got the Maybelline Great Lash Big Blackest Black Mascara, which I didn't jump on the bandwagon with this when everyone else did back when it first launched, so I've just tried it in the last couple of months and I love this brush. It's perfect because you think it's this tiny mascara, but it's got this massive brush, and it does really help to, you know, like open your eyes up. I do really like that. And then last but not least, in the way of mascaras, I've got a 17 mascara, which I do again believe you can buy separately. This is the perfect mascara for your bottom lashes if you like to do your bottom lashes, because it really does catch every single lash. Then I've got a couple of eyeshadows. I've got 2 of the Moon Dust shadows. I've got Space Time and Zodiac, which are the liquid eyeshadows by Urban Decay. Swear by these, and I've actually got Space Time on the bottom corners of my eye today. Zodiac's more of a bluey smoky eye shade. Really, really great shadows. And then I've got this palette, which I tend to use quite often. Tidy up, tidy up, tidy up, up, while I do it. Right, I've got this. It's the Parental Advisory Explicit Content I Love Makeup palette. And the quality of the pigment on this is like unbelievable, and it's what, to be quite honest, I do tend to use on a daily basis if I'm not using my full spectrum palette by Urban Decay. With it being a little bit littler and having this giant mirror, this is what you tend to see me using on my eyes quite often. I do really like this palette. The pigment quality is really good, and I think it's about a tenner, or if not, is it a fiver? It might even be £5. It's really, really cheap. You can get it from Superdrug or you can buy it online. Next up, a product I swear by is the Me Eye Sweet Precision Eye Definer Eyeliner. I only found this in the last couple of months, and if you love the Kat Von D liners, I'm sure you'll love this. This is perfect for creating that cat eye flick. It's got your like pointy, I love it. It's great. It's great for creating cat eye looks. Then I've got a brow coat, which I tend to use if you've not, you know, a lot of people have tried lip coat but haven't tried brow coat. Give it a go. This is perfect for sealing your brows after you've put your powder or your gel or whatever formula of brow product you put on. You can just brush this in, it's clear, and it'll help to seal your brows in place. It's great. And I tend to have a random lipstick in my bag, and the one I've got today is the one I was talking about at the beginning of the video, and it's the new Mega Matte I Lilac You A Lot. They're quite new. They've got new stickers on because they were new when I got sent them. And this is the one that I'm wearing today, so I always tend to have a random lipstick in there. But that's an updated what I've got in my makeup bag. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Please like and subscribe, and any questions or comments are welcome below. Mwah!